Y'all, it seems like every day, or every week rather, people are seeing how phony and baloney these pastors, preachers, deacons, whatever you want to call yourselves, how fake these people are. Alex, girl, why are you putting down the religions? Why are you saying this? Because we got a pastor that said, invest in my cryptocurrency because the Lord said you need to. You need to line our pockets because the Lord said you need to. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. We are going to get into this video, but before we do so, do not forget to leave a comment down below. Also like, subscribe, and hit the thanks. Now, let's get into this. Colorado pastor accused of pocketing $1.3 million in crypto scheme. He says, quote unquote, the Lord told us to. Y'all, a Colorado-based pastor for an online church accused of pocketing $1.3 million through a cryptocurrency fraud scheme told followers in a video statement that the Lord told him to do it. Eli Regalado and his wife marketed their cryptocurrency INDX coin to the Christian communities in Denver, saying God told him people would become wealthy if they invested. The Colorado Division of Securities said in a statement, INDX coin raised nearly $3.2 million. Okay. At least 1.3 million of it went directly to the Regalados or was used for their own personal benefit. You know what? I actually have a video here that I want to play, and then we will get into the rest of the article.
And I are being charged in a civil charge from the Colorado Securities and Exchange Commission for basically selling millions of dollars worth of cryptocurrency that is deemed worthless by the state.
And why would you be doing that?
Now, the reason that they're saying that it's worthless is because there is no exit for people who have bought. We launched an exchange. The exchange technology failed. Things went downhill. And from that point forward, we've just been waiting on the Lord literally for a miracle.
Boy, y'all, that's called investing. There are going to be your highs and lows when you invest money. Cryptocurrency is also one of those real finicky ones as well. So there are going to be highs and lows. And you over here doing cryptocurrency and you're like, well, the Lord said that we got to do it. I mean, I'm just confused as much as y'all are. Boy.
So the charges are that Caitlin and I pocketed $1.3 million. And I just want to come out and say that those charges are true.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you have admitted to what it is that you're doing.
So there's been $1.3 million that's been taken out of, I think it was a total of $3.4 million. But out of that 1.3, $500,000 went to the IRS and a few $100,000 went to a home remodel.
At least, y'all, at least you're paying your taxes, okay? But here's the thing. He's going to say the Lord told him to do it. The Lord said he needed a home remodel. Meanwhile, you can barely pay for gas for your car.
The Lord told us to do. So how this whole thing started is the Lord told us in 21 to walk away from our marketing company. And he said, I'm going to do a new thing. And then he took us into this cryptocurrency. It was a different cryptocurrency other than index coin at the time. Well, that cryptocurrency turned out to be a scam. And so the Lord says, give that to them, but also give them a 10x. And I'm like, well, where's this liquidity going to come from? And the Lord says, trust me. Well, as money is coming in, we would be sowing it. And at first it was hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars, then tens of thousands of dollars. Money would come in, we tithe, we sow, more money would come in. And so we were just always under the impression that God was going to provide, that the source was never ending, that God was doing a new thing, and that we had nothing to worry about. And we sold a cryptocurrency with no clear exit. We did. We took God at his word and sold a cryptocurrency with no clear exit. And so the prosecutors have to take that and say, these people willingly sold a cryptocurrency with no clear exit. But
which is what you did. Let's not pretend. That's exactly what you did. They're trying to frame it, or he, his wife, whatever. They're trying to frame it as though, well, I mean, the Lord told us to do it. God told us to do it. And I mean, we just didn't know that this was, you're messing with investments in a really volatile one at that, which is cryptocurrency. And then you're going to try to say, oh, well, I mean, I didn't know though. I mean, how could we have known? And I mean, and they're trying to say that no, they're not trying to say, they are saying because that's what you did. Boy, you don't get your
praying for, and what we're believing for still, is that God is going to do a miracle. God is going to work a miracle in the financial sector.
Y'all, the man the man is excessively blinking. He over here doing, and they told me to, okay, well, I mean, we did pay taxes on that, but we also remodeled our home. The Lord told you needed to remodel your home and use your supporters' dollars. Y'all, let's continue. Out of the $1.3 million, half of it went to the IRS, is what he said in the video. And the other went to a home remodel. The Lord told us to do it, he said in the video. The couple allegedly spent their investor funds on a Range Rover, luxury handbags, jewelry, and au pair, boat rentals, and snowmobile adventures. The Lord, let's continue, y'all. The couple were charged with violating anti-fraud provisions under the Colorado Security Act. Regalado claimed that God told him investors would become wealthy if they put money into INDX coin, promoting it as a low-risk, high-profit investment pegged to the average value of the top 100 cryptocurrencies, the security division said. Regalado was 22 and serving a prison sentence for boosting cars when his faith called him to become a pastor 20 years ago. He said in a YouTube live podcast, he began preaching for the online-only Victorious Grace Church, where he and his wife were listed as the only two employees. He, who had no cryptocurrency or exchange background, said divine inspiration called him to launch INDX Coin and Kingdom Wealth Exchange. He, his wife, and his 3 companies are charged with security fraud, unlicensed broker-dealing activity, selling unregistered securities, and imposition of constructive trust. You see, y'all, this is the kind of stuff I talk about. People be like, oh, well, I don't get why people aren't going to church anymore like that. And especially in the black churches. They're like, I don't get why these black males ain't coming here anymore. And Well, here's a lot of what I see. You got these men, these pastors, usually men. They're over here preaching to the women. They're saying, giving you everything you want to hear. Okay. Meanwhile, they're not honoring anything that they're actually saying. Okay. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay. And then you have the men who, they're being told, yeah, you got to do this, you got to do that. And then they're looking like, well, didn't you cheat on your wife already? Yeah, but you got to listen to later for that. You got a lot of other people who also just don't go because we see everything that's going on. We see people are in crazy relationships, okay, messing with underage persons, all right. You guys just straight up stealing money. Y'all be driving Lamborghinis and Range Rovers. Meanwhile, you got a broken Honda over here and a hoopty trying to get to work. But oh, you need to get money. But you living good. I'm confused. You know what I mean? And then it's like, okay, y'all got the churches. Let's say they're decent looking or whatever, right? Well, aren't y'all supposed to be putting something back into the community? Well, we do coat drives. How many times a year? You doing that in April? You doing a coat drive in May, June, July, August, September, October? So what else are y'all doing? We'll have some little food, but are y'all doing enough that will warrant someone to be going to church constantly if they're not a serious Christian, for example? Are you really doing enough, bringing back enough into the community? And then you all are wondering why your numbers are dropping. Yeah, I just seen a video recently where this guy's a pastor or whatever. He had, this man was married. I think it happened in the South somewhere, but I'm not sure. But this man was married, all black church. It was one of those small churches. Married He's up there, preaching, and yeah, everyone, his baby mama or pregnant woman, girlfriend, side chick, whatever she is, she starts walking up and she got her stomach out and everything. And she's like, I ain't. And I'm like, what is going on, y'all? This is a church. I'm like, wait, hold up. What's going on? So she's coming up there with her goons. And then something happens. And they're like, oh, no. You got to get out. And I'm looking at him and he's just like, and I'm thinking, wait, this is your mess. Wait, I'm confused. The wife was there, all that. And then everyone else in the church, they were like, deacon, you got to go. Pastor, whatever your name is, you got to go because you're interrupting the peace of the church. And he was like, oh, no. No, I'm not going. I can't go. I got to be here. Right? And I'm like, wait, this doesn't make any dang sense. I'm like, well, aren't you supposed to be preaching, what's in the Bible, live rightfully, righteously, and all that? Meanwhile, you out here got a wife and you're cheating on her, and you're cheating on her with someone that you end up getting pregnant. And let's keep it real, that lady was looking ratchet, okay? And I'm just like, wow. This is a hot mess. And the dude refused to leave. They're like, okay, you got to go. I'm not going. You know what's going to get me out of here. I ain't going. You got 3 cops. I think it was 3 or 4 that appeared. And then he was like, okay, I mean, all right. Y'all have to bring them in. I'm like, dude. So you got a lot of these churches who they don't practice. They do not practice what they preach. They're just out here just saying things, just to say some stuff and get your money. Okay. And with this, y'all, come on, y'all. Y'all should have known, okay? This dude over here, the Lord says invest in my cryptocurrency. If you invest in it, you gonna make money. Ooh, come on, y'all. Come on. Where does that say in the Bible that you need to invest in some cryptocurrency? Okay? And all you doing is lining his pocket because he buying luxury bags, some Louis Vuitton, some Gucci, some Fendi. Oh, yes, child. We got some Nike sweatsuits over here. Range Rovers. Oh, let's go get a nice bougie car. Oh, and you living paycheck to paycheck. Y'all, I don't get it. When y'all gonna learn? I'm not saying if that's your thing, do you, boo. But I'm just saying, when are y'all going to learn to start reading through the lines on a lot of these people? Oh, well, you got to give us money, or the Lord won't. What? Just out here scamming. Meanwhile, you have an actual pastor who was trying to do right by other people, bringing the homeless, and he's getting sued. What? So y'all, please vet these pastors and preachers and deacons and all that, because you got a lot of them that are full of messing around, sleeping around with everybody and their mama, and they're gonna be like, oh, you gotta keep your legs closed. But how many baby mamas you got? About 4. Okay, so I think this is absolutely crazy that this dude is doing this and saying that the Lord told me. The Lord didn't tell you to do anything. You just want to scam some people. All right. It just is what it is. And it backfired on you. Let me know what y'all think down below.